It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And the nightcap to a busy Sunday has begun. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. It's caught, one. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st down, ball at the 36.
60 by 6.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body drills. Body drills. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Handoff here to Sanders. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18, right here. Go.
Love from the gun. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here.
60 back there. 60 back there. Buffalo 18. Back to 60. Let's go.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, But those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Throwing his love on third. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working quickly here. Sanders. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Man in motion, headed right. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the second quarter started. We'll see if they go for it here. Fourth down near the end zone. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
They'll run. First gives to Zach Charbonnet. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Reload.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Hurry.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, check that street.
This is Walker on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Let's go. Check smash. Go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
This time it's a passing play. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Martin Emerson with the pick.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go now. 60 Take go.
Love out of the shotgun. Connects with the open man downfield. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll run, Jacobs. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown. These guys make them pay for turning it over. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. They aren't taking the offense off. All right, leaving him out, trying for 2.
60 by 6. Ready.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Ready up.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense up to the line fast.
70 Lion. Cut 19. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
From the 37. He fires one deep down the middle. It is caught at the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Lion. Ready.
Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard.
On the set. Warrior 17. Here we go. Set. 19 Lion. Ready, right.
Love now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. First down throw, here's Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. He has the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Here we go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky. Stay tight and force the throw away.
Let's go.
Second and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. And that will not be enough for a first down. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line.
18 rep. Check smash. Check smash. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Third down from the gun. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Motion man sent left.
Go.
To throw it on first down. He throws a bullet to the center of the... Oh, no, they get him yet again. Derwin James picks it.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll send him over right. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he runs this one in for the touchdown. These guys get more points to end a lopsided first half. Extra point try is good by McManus. And these guys stretch their lead to 21. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And that makes it second and long.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Finds Smith-Njigba. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. One last play before the break.
Ready?
A final throw before the break. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they've reached the end zone.
Wow, that was a good one. That's crazy.
I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump.
Oh.
You got to protect yourself.
I don't know where the hell my DB was at.
Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Myers to add the PAT. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
They give up the gut to Walker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10, looking to throw. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Back to pass on first and 10. He's on the move. And this one doesn't go far. Working quickly here.
At the 60, at the 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. Go.
Pass play coming here. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. To the air now on 1st and 10. He puts some power on it, deep one left. Intercepted in the end zone. And they bring him down after the pick and decent return.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Here we go, set!
And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives them the 1st.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, it's Sanders. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go.
They go right back to Sanders. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Running on first here with Jacobs. Across the 45 and still going. Along this sideline inside the 25. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be a 1st down.
19-18.
All in left side. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and they'll have 2nd and goal.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Receiver in motion, headed right. 3rd down, they're dialing up the touch pass here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
The kick by Folk is good. And that makes this a 3-score game. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Escapes. Oh, he loses the football. It's picked up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Sanders on the give, headed right. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give him a 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He had it for a moment.
No way. No way. Good shit.
Just couldn't hang on through the
Wow. That just pissed me off. Good shit, though.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see.
That was it right there.
Before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Why
Should have picked
not
that.
go back to it again if it's working?
Big boy should have picked that.
And the defense is all over this one.
Big boy should have picked that.
Loss. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Kicks the handoff, now Love.
Huh.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock.
Sticking with you like that?
Tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Third and long. Here's Love.
Oh, that could have been another pick for that nigga here. He been going ham getting interceptions I've seen too. But that bitch.
The ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards.
I'm sure, Kate, that the coaches would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. There's no additional damage done, however, this time. Fortunately, get the ball back, and everyone could breathe just a little bit easier.
He put some juice on it. Big game downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker.
Mm,
He's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. And they pick him off again. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on first down. And a fair catch made here at the 17.
So
that punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0.
Back it up.
Flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker.
He want to back it up, so see what he's doing.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline.
All right, so you can deal with it. I can deal with it. Okay. What are you doing, Seahawks?
Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty.
Come on, set! Dragon 60! Ready?
They go play action on first. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, no
Ah,
touchdown.
shit.
It's intercepted.
Good pick.
Picked off by Julian Love.
Ah, great fucking game.
A lot of one
What
play
y'all doing,
space
fellas?
in that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
These niggas blocking their tail off, bro.
Every practice field we're on, preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Looking to throw again on second down. Connection made.
Yeah, these niggas ain't gonna get that shit.
And he's
He ain't going for
down
that.
after a nice gain and a first down.
Cup 19.
Setting up a throw. And this time they're going to get there and they drop it. The defense calls a timeout.
For all nigga want to get the sack. Come on, man.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Can you get that shit to me, Seahawks? God damn.
Here we go, second down.
Ready?
Another try following the sack.
Oh, he had it.
Throw as he was getting
He had it. He let him go ahead.
looking for his wide receiver there.
Yo, that's bad, bro. That's bad, bro. You got to get that shit, bro.
In the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And that one's incomplete.
This nigga did that one. Let me get that shit. Stop playing like that, bro. Let me get it.
Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down.
Here we go. Set. 79 Bronco. Go.
Throwing from the gun here. Throw caught by his running back. And he's going to get this
Fuck
up to
it.
the 45 before he's brought down.
I guess that's the GG's.
In time, he's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on down.
Gonna get my shit off
Ball
on.
at 45, 1st and 10.
Take the win, though.
Putting a receiver
Gotta
in
take the
motion.
win, because we can't do shit else.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ooh. Yeah, huh? Shit,
Wow,
too.
they're going to pass it here. complete. We're down to 9
Yeah,
seconds left.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18
They send a man in motion.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Throwing his love on third. Caught, nice gain left side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up.
You know, they
Let me
call
get my
that
break on.
money
Shit,
down
fuck.
for a reason.
GG.
Because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready, ready.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Bravo 80. Tag. Ready.
Loves to throw again.
Ooh.